With Super Smash Bros. Ultimate being released, we finally have a Smash Bros. Title for the Nintendo Switch. Now I want to say our Switch lineup is almost complete. All we need is Metroid Prime 4 and Animal Crossing, and maybe a couple HD Zelda ports. But that's reaching. My point is, Nintendo has managed to make the Nintendo Switch what they intended for the Wii U to be. The Wii U had many great ideas going for it, but it just wasn't executed well enough. But thankfully, Nintendo is making up for it with the Switch and its success. Being able to play all of these first-party Nintendo titles on the go still feels surreal till today. Nintendo is the only game company so far that has managed to put the full gaming experience in the palm of your hands. And with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, playing with friends has never been easier. Picking your Switch on the go is super convenient, especially with multiplayer games like Smash. Unless you're trying to play online, because that sucks ass. But with the opportunity of being able to take your console with you anywhere on the go, makes it playing with friends super convenient. Though this feature made me realize how little I personally will end up using it, because I suck at Smash Bros. So why am I talking about it? Well, Smash Bros. Is more than just a game where you take on your friends and rivals. It has tons of other things to it, from the story mode they newly added and spirit mode, as well as the other game modes. And this Smash Bros. Has gotten me hooked on these other game modes, as when it comes to actual Smash, I never found myself a fan of it. I love PvP games, but I always considered myself a casual smasher, if that makes any sense. What always drew me into these games is just seeing the crazy crossovers of so many Nintendo games and now non-Nintendo games. It is by far the best mashup of games a game could get. And ever since Nintendo has done the Super Smash Bros. Ballot, an online poll which was meant for fans to choose which fighters they want to see in the Wii U version of Smash, fans, including myself, have been hoping for their favorite video game characters to be featured in Smash as a fighter. And with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate's roster having over 70 fighters and including every previous fighter and counting, it sure puts pressure on Daddy Sakurai when it comes to choosing who will make it into the game. As he himself has even took notice, asking for fans to stop with the requests, as the decision is his at the end of the day. And with Smash Bros. Ultimate's roster finalized and a few more DLC characters to be revealed, the possibilities are still endless, right? Well, not exactly, as a huge portion of characters people hope to make it as a fighter are featured in Smash Bros. Ultimate, just not as a fighter. Instead, as a spirit. Spirits are what I consider Sakurai's way of answering the requests of everyone and adding their favorite character or franchise into Smash without having to make him into a fighter. Somewhat similar to how trophies were. And while at first I thought the spirit concept was really lame, it ended up being my favorite feature in Smash Ultimate and the reason why I play it so much. See, as mentioned, I don't really play the game for its most played feature, PvP. What draws me into this game are the spirits. From the moment I started collecting them, I realized how unique and awesome this concept really was. See, at first glance, it just looks like you're collecting official game artwork from many different franchises. The idea seems lazy, as they don't have their own character model or artwork for the game, but once you realize how many spirits are featured, it all makes sense. Trading assets for all these spirits would have been a game on its own. But the game still makes up for it and gives you the sense of having these spirits come to life. See, what I love so much about collecting these spirits is how you earn them. Each spirit you face is already a featured fighter who is inspired to look and act like the spirit you're collecting. And this concept adds so much more to the game, as instead of 70 plus fighters, it feels like you're facing hundreds. I love how each spirit has their own look and style reference to an extent with each battle you face. You can collect these spirits through the game's main story mode, the World of Light, or through the Spirit Board. There were so many characters and titles I would have loved to see featured in Smash, and they are, as spirits. I feel like Nintendo wanted to do their best to make up for any character requests someone would have, and put them as a spirit instead. And I welcome this feature. With each spirit you collect, you are able to power up your fighter, gaining powers similar to what that spirit would carry. I was able to take my standard Link, partner him up with Takumaru's spirit, and make Link into his own samurai, while having my support be Peach, to make the perfect duo. What a great crossover. I love it. But anyways, getting on point, this feature has introduced me to so many fun and unique ways to play the game, along with introducing me to many franchises I've never heard of. As with a spirit like Takumaru, a character from the mysterious Musurama Castle, a game I never heard of until Smash, I realized that game was actually a pretty interesting Zelda-like game for its time. so pairing these two sword fighters seems like the best option, as Takumaru improves sword fighters like Link. But throughout the game, it's never ideal to use the exact same spirit at all times, as with certain spirits there are specific challenges. You will want all sorts of unique spirits that will help you overcome the many obstacles in each battle, such as stage hazards like strong winds or having the floor damage you with a specific type of element. Each spirit has its own ability that helps that fighter. You won't really realize how helpful these spirits are unless you're taking on a difficult spirit with tough conditions, as you will want your spirit power to match your opponent and have spirit abilities that will help you outmatch and withstand the opponent and its circumstances. And with each spirit you face, you feel like you're against that character, as the fighter takes traits and styles of that spirit. I had a huge smile on my face seeing all the references I got with each spirit, and seeing each character reflect and play as their style. Like how when taking on Cafe's spirit, you actually take on young Link with the bunny mask, who runs around to avoid his conflict, similar to what Cafe did with the Keaton mask. This is such a great way to incorporate these characters in some way outside of becoming a fighter themselves. And having such a huge amount of spirits is mind-blowing. There are so many. I feel like anyone playing Smash will find a spirit they recognize that's just for them. Even if you don't know these characters at first, these spirits will help you get into new franchises you've never heard of. I mean, this may sound ridiculous, but my brother once mentioned Star Fox and said, "Yeah, Star Fox from Smash?" I was like, no, Star Fox from Star Fox. How the f could that even work? I guess he didn't know Smash didn't have any original characters, as I know a lot of people used to mistake Ness and Lucas for being Smash originals, not knowing anything about Earthbound or Mother. As for my brother, I make fun of him till today, but imagine being introduced to a new franchise from Smash. Also, speaking of Star Fox, we really need a new Star Fox game for the Switch as well, so newcomers don't say anything similar. Actually, what about Captain Falcon? He has been in more Smash games than F-Zero games, right? Anyways, not to stray away from the point here, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate has got me really loving this new spirit feature. It may be because I love collecting in video games that it's so addicting to collect all of these different and unique spirits, but overall seeing all of these references is such a joy to see in Smash. Seriously, for those who haven't given it a chance, as the game is known for its PvP, you really should. You can even use the spirits you collected to power your fighter up and battle against your friends in PvP with them. And with each spirit you collect, it is sure hilarious to see the way the CPU will act to reference that spirit. I had such a fun time with this game with spirits alone, and with this being the Smash that holds every single Smash fighter ever, this has to be the best Super Smash Bros. Yet. I honestly feel like with the Switch, Nintendo is able to go all the way with their game titles and make them into the masterpiece they always wanted. From Smash Bros. To Zelda to Mario, I mean, I can't wait for the other first-party IPs to come on this console, and for the non-revealed DLC characters to be announced in Smash. Overall, the Switch's future is looking bright, and I'm super excited to see it through. Let's just hope Nintendo fixes their online, as you now pay for it, so you'd expect it to work fine, right? Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Let me know what your thoughts are on Smash's spirits. I want to make this quick video just talking about how much I love it, because I feel like this is something not many people will really go out of their way appreciating. So if I can at least bring some spotlight to it, then this video is more than worth it. It seriously made my Smash Bros. Experience so much better, and my favorite one yet. And with it being the newest Smash title, you would expect that it would be the best one yet. But Smash Bros. Hasn't really had that history. So it's really nice to see that the Smash Bros. Brings everything together and more to make this masterpiece. Regardless, please leave a like if you enjoyed, and if you play Smash Bros. Spirits, let me know which fighter and spirit you love rocking with. Mine, as mentioned, is Link, with Takumaru with Peach as support, as shown by this lovely drawing my girlfriend Sasa drew for the video. Though, as always, I've been ZeldaMaster, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.